Thank you, God, for making that a thing again. More of that, less of everything else. Fans in the stands, please. Unless you ask the fans in the arenas, no one has ever heard of AEW. I get it. WWE is the biggest name in the wrestling game, but they don't view All Elite Wrestling as competition. They're obviously competing, but one side keeps throwing rocks at the other side, and the other side's like, oh. Bumping the Big Red's Rockin' Podcast Top 10 with the music turned up so loud that no stone thrown bothers them. So my advice to AEW, stop. Y'all got some good stuff, and we need real competition to bring out the best in both companies. Focus on that. Not what the competition's doing, because they could care less what y'all are doing. Alright. Now, since I brought up Big Red's Top 10, let's get into it. Look, I could throw like 15, 16, 20 songs up here as nominees, and maybe in the future I'll do that. But I worked my ass off this week, my butt off. See, there you go. I messed up, Freudian slip already. 16 minutes into the show, and I already said something I wish I hadn't said. Anyway, I have only 12 nominees this week, but they're 12 of the best songs that I could find in the time that I gave myself to look them up. Anyway, here they are. Number 10. Stupid. The nominees for the Big Red's Top 10 are as follows. The BR2P Top 10. Here are the nominees. Fozzy, Sane. Of course, why wouldn't I include Fozzy in my top 10? The lead singer is Chris Jericho, former All Elite Wrestling heavyweight champion of the world. So, of course, I'm going to include Fozzy. Bullet for My Valentine, Knives, Nonpoint, Ruthless, Atreyu featuring Travis Barker, Warrior. The Offspring is back into the Offspring. What's My Age Again, right? That's not The Offspring. That's Blink-182. But what is My Age Again? Why is The Offspring included in 2021's any list? Anyway, Let the Bad Times Roll. I love that. It was a great song. It was so good. Seether, Bruised and Bloodied, Black Veil Bride, Scarlet Cross, Dirty Honey, California Dreamin', Volbeat, Wait a Minute, My Girl, A Day to Remember, Everything We Need, Greta Van Fleet, Heat Above, and Five Finger Death Punch's Darkness Settles In. Out of these 12 songs, 10 of them made Big Red's top 10, the BR2P top 10. And we're going to start at number 10, Black Veil Brides, Scarlet Cross. Number 9, Seether, Bruised and Bloodied. Number 8, Bullet for My Valentine, Knives. Number 7, Atreyu featuring Travis Barker, Warrior. Number 6, A Day to Remember, Everything We Need. Everything We Need is BR2P's top 10. Number 5, Nonpoints, Ruthless, great song. Please go check out all these songs. 4, The Offspring, Let the Bad Times Roll, great song. Like I said, it's number 4. It's not number 1. What's going on here? Number 3, Greta Van Fleet, Heat Above. Number 2, Dirty Honey, California Dreaming. And, of course, number 1, Fozzy, Sane. Because I'm a shill. I'm a wrestling mark. I'm going to put wrestlers over always. Anyways. No, it's actually a great song. Look up the video. It's actually a very fun video. You feel like you're on a roller coaster. Literally. All right. Now that you have an awesome playlist to get you through the week, you're welcome. Let's move on to the go home portion of the show. As mentioned, I'm a movie buff. My favorite movie is The Crow. Visually epic. Martial arts? Check. Its star is the son of Bruce Lee. Hard rock music? One of my favorite songs from the soundtrack is Dead Souls by 9 Inch Nails. Pro wrestling? Well, a wrestler by the name of Sting pretty much portrayed himself as Eric Draven, the main character, a murdered musician who is resurrected to avenge the deaths of himself and his fiancée. The film is based on a comic book by James O'Barr, and The Crow is the first of my three movie recommendations. Check out The Crow. Great movie. I love it. It's great. Please check it out. Like I said, it's my favorite movie of all time. So, the second is a feel-good movie and also one of my favorites. It stars Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson. Can you guess what it is? The Internship. Just kidding. Wedding Crashers. Two friends crash weddings to pick up women. They crash the wedding of Christopher Walken's daughter. And instead of looking for short-term flings from which they're used to, they both potentially meet the loves of their lives. With hilarious one-liners like, "You shut your mouth when you're talking to me," and "Rule number 76, no excuses, play like a champion," or "You motorboating SOB, you sailor, you." Anyway, one of my favorite threads of the movie is the "lock it up" banter that Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn have in that movie. Fun fact, most of that banter was improvised. So, there you go. The last of our three movies is of the horror genre. And yep, you guessed, boys and girls, it's another one of my favorites. It's about two brothers moving to a new town. What they soon find out is that the town that they moved to is a haven for vampires. Sure, you've seen it before, but have you seen it with a gratuitous half-naked saxophone rock star on the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk? I think not. In case you haven't guessed what I'm talking about, it's Joel Schumacher's best creation, The Lost Boys, starring Jason Patric, Kiefer Sutherland, Jamie Gertz, super hot, and Alex Winter of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure fame. Alex Winter. And it also stars the two Coreys, Feldman and Haim, with the tagline like "Sleep all day, party all night, never grow old. It's fun to be a vampire." How can you not turn out for this movie? I love the grandpa whose home me and my family visited and hiked up to the last time we were in Santa Cruz. I also went to the famous comic book shop from the Lost Boys, and I met the owner of the shop. I also bought a comic book from that shop. No, it wasn't Vampires Everywhere. I bought The Lost Boys. Spoilers. The store owner dies in the comic book. True story. I had him autograph his dead body. Awesome. Super epic. One of my favorite moments. So all good things must come to an end. Really hope you all enjoyed this show as much as I have. I very much look forward to next week. I hope the show is a little bit smoother and we get better and all that. But before I go, have you heard the one about a priest, a minister, and a rabbi? Well, they wanted to see who was best at their job. So each go into the woods They find a bear and attempt to convert it. Later they get together. The priest begins, I found a bear, and I read to him the catechism and sprinkled him with holy water. Next week is his first communion. I found a bear by the stream, says the minister, and I preached God's holy word. The bear was so mesmerized that he let me baptize him. They both look down at the rabbi, who's lying on a gurney in a body cast. Looking back, he says, maybe I shouldn't have started with the circumcision. Thank you all. I love you, and I hope you tune in next week. That's all, folks.